So tell me about the Yu-Gi-Oh series.
Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s is the newest series. Like I said, they're really rebooting the whole franchise altogether. Just by like remaking the whole card game itself, like turning it up on its head and just making it into a new one, which I actually really like. And I just wish that they made it more available to the West, because that's what we really need for a Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. It's just a new, better way to play, honestly. And this new way is actually really cool.
Okay, so they changed the mechanics of it?
They changed just about everything of it. They changed the layout of the cards. They changed the whole gameplay of it. They changed like just about everything of it.
Okay, so describe the layout so that way I can understand.
For regular Yu-Gi-Oh cards, they only have like a small picture of it, and it was bordered by pretty much everything else: the card text, the title, the stars for the level, attack, the little code things for like to let you know what pack it came from. But in the newer series, they have more emphasis on the monster itself, of pretty much taking up more of the card space with the picture of the monster and pretty much shrinking everything else down in order to give it more room, and pretty much streamlining the cards to make it just look better altogether. Like it almost looks more like Force of Will style.
Oh, okay.
Almost, not fully, but like that kind, where everything is kind of more minimized to emphasis the picture.
Gotcha.
And, that's really cool because they have some really good looking cards. Honestly,
You think it'd be easy to pick up?
Oh yeah, it's a lot more fun too, because like the anime that they shown for it, like it also tells you like it literally, the anime is about making this new way to play Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what it's literally about. It's this main character who literally does not like the way that the card game is being played and wants to remake it. And he's going up against a company that's trying to like keep the status quo of it, while this young kid is like trying to spread the new way of playing it. It's just it's ironic and funny, because that's kind of like what people want Konami to do in the first place. So they made an anime about it.
Oh, turn to the side. No, I'm saying because that guy. He's got a flat tire. But anyway, yeah. So it's basically making fun of the company, basically. Not making fun of, but telling the company, hey, you got to change this shit.
Kinda, yeah. But I mean, like, Konami, I think Konami kind of like has a part in the anime series too. So,
okay, well,
like, they're kind of aware of it.
Well, okay, so tell me about this kid. Walk me through it.
I don't remember his name, but it definitely starts with a U, because literally every Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist starts with U.
U, yeah.
Yugi, Yugioh, Yuza.
Yeah. It always goes to that pattern.
I'm trying to remember by these protagonists. Yusei. That's one of my favorites.
I
guess the only one that doesn't follow that formula is Jaden, but his last name is Yuki. Jaden Yuki. So, so yeah, it follows another main protagonist, and like I said, the beginning first episode is just him trying to figure out a way to hack in his dual disc, because in this world everyone plays card games and has a dual disc. He tries a way to hack into his dual disc in order to like make it to where he can basically change up the card game the way he wants to, like reformat the rules that are embedded in each dual disc for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, okay.
Because in this world, each dual disc has like the set rules for it, and he's trying, but like you're not allowed to hack into it or program your own stuff into it, because that's just
I guess
how the company works. Like, the company's not going to make money if people don't play their game, right?
So it's an Apple.
Yeah.
It's Apple.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. Like you can't fuck with our shit, or we're gonna fucking take you down with with fucking assassins and shit like that.
They make it to where like if you try to hack into your dual disc too many times, it will lock your account forever.
Yeah.
And you can never play Duel Monsters again.
Yeah. Yep. That sounds like Apple.
And it's crazy. This kid just fucking does like, I don't care, I'll fucking do it anyway. And he fails a lot because he only has like a set time to like hack it for some reason. I don't know. But like but when this time runs out, it automatically locks him out for a while. Like it has one of those cooldowns where like if you try to get into your phone too many times but forget the password, like it'll lock you out for a set period of time.
And then the kid is screaming, "Oh my god, my Pornhub! No! Why are you locking my Pornhub?"
But but yeah, so eventually I can't remember why he talks to this one kid that helps him find this one place that's like this underground facility thing, but apparently it leads to this guy who's like there to like find someone to remake the rules, but you have to duel him with those new rules, and if you beat him, those new rules will be updated to every dual disc, like everywhere, like connected.
Wait, that sounds kind of weak. Wait a minute. All right.
What do you mean?
Okay, so you're no, I mean talk about storyline narrative. Okay, so he's trying to find this guy, right?
He doesn't really try to find him. This other kid leads him to him. Because, I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen it. I'm trying to remember I'm trying my hardest to remember what all... This all happened in the first episode.
Oh, shit. Okay.
There's a lot. All I remember is like the blue-haired kid. I think he's trying to be like the main rival of the main character. And I think he's also been going to this guy to help like remake Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Duel Monsters in that world. Because I think this guy is actually like a secret like superstar hacker programmer, and he has access to like I guess all the dual discs that are connected to like the company, but he hasn't found a game worthy enough to like update the system.
Oh, okay. Now I get it.
This kid sees a chance, like, hey, try out my game, and then so they go to this to this guy, and like he hacks his dual disc right then and there because he still has to hack into his dual disc in order to get the game set up.
Yeah, okay.
And but thankfully he does it just in time before his time limit runs out, and fixes it.
So basically it's anonymous.
Yeah.
This guy's anonymous, but he needs somebody worthy enough of Reddit, your Reddit post, and then if you're good enough, he's gonna spread the wonderful joy of Reddit to everybody's dual disc. And change it up, right?
Yeah, and right now, but he still wants him to like beat him, I guess, with these new rule sets, even though it's a whole new rule set that literally this kid kind of. I don't want to say he makes it on the fly because he definitely has like stuff planned, but like, man, there's just so many like stuff to like learn right off the bat that it makes it like, dude, like you need to practice this a little bit more because like this is also the first time that he's actually playing it on his dual disc too. So it's crazy, but
it's like on the fly.
It's they learn everything on the fly pretty much. It's kind of crazy that this kid like tells you all these rules. Like this kid's like secretly a genius, honestly, because I mean the new rule set, it's a lot more fast paced.
So he's like Stephen Hawking
and fun
and card games.
Yeah, I mean this kid's like this is like the youngest Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist too.
How old is he?
This kid's still like I think he's still like in. Not like kindergarten, but like I think he's still like he's like in elementary school.
What? So he's like what, 8?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Actually, I bet he's 7.
He's
calling
7?
I think he's 7 because of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s.
Oh, okay, that
But yeah,
makes
he's
sense.
still like literally a primary school, elementary kid. It's like, dude, I was still eating dirt when I was in elementary. I was stupid. I couldn't come up with a complex like trading card game system like that. Like, damn, this kid's actually pretty smart.
Okay,
But like,
I have another question. Are the cards already out?
yes and no. Only in Japan.
Oh shit! Are you serious?
Yes, and so far they have not announced it being released anywhere as of yet, as far as I know. But man, do I really? Because like one of the first products that they released was like a two deck box, starter kit, which Yu-Gi-Oh has never done either.
Yeah, never done.
As far as I know, like Yu-Gi-Oh's never released like a double deck box like
already built for you.
Built, ready to play against 2 people.
Yeah,
like,
because
you have to like buy 2 different decks.
Yes, that's what fucking Konami is so fucking famous for. Is to fuck you over in the cards.
I think even these ones, they give you like multiple copies of the cards you need too, which is amazing.
Jesus Christ!
Well, I mean, because not even that, because like most of those cards, like it's I think the decks are smaller. And I don't know, I still need to remind myself of all the different rule changes, but like, yeah, it's just more fast paced.
Okay. The box sets that are already pre-made, what are they like?
As far as I know, there's only one.
There's like, what are they, like dragons, robots?
One of them is basically like magician, like spellcasters and dragons.
Oh, okay. So they're going back to their roots then.
Yeah. It's like pretty much.
Because I remember
they've always pretty much done that. It's like a lot of the main protagonists will have like more of the spellcaster type.
Yeah, that's basically their trademark, like most of the time.
If anything, the second season protagonists had more like their elemental heroes. So it's mainly like a warrior.
Yeah.
Elemental hero decks. The other guy had like his deck was mainly like kind of warrior, I guess. It had like a lot of warrior cards, but it had like a bunch of mismatch of like other cards in there because they are protagonists and they can use anything.
Gotcha.
But yeah, they mainly like to keep their like old school spellcasters versus dragons because that's how it was at the beginning.
Well, since we're on this topic and stuff like that, on cards and Yu-Gi-Oh, if you were gonna make, let's say, not the game itself, but your deck, right? And you were the protagonist. I can't even talk. Yeah, if you're the protagonist, what type of cards would you like?
Like if I was the protagonist in Yu-Gi-Oh, what deck would I have?
Yeah, or any kind of card. You can make up anything. Like, because like this kid, he made his own card game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you were a set like him, what set would you like? Or like, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be aliens. It could be robots, mechs. Hell, it could be fucking talking food. Whatever. What would it be?
Well, so I'm thinking of like what I would do if it was like in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Because like I have thought multiple times of like, man, if I could make my own like card game series or like Yu-Gi-Oh series, what would it be like? Like specifically for Yu-Gi-Oh, I would either have one protagonist that uses multiple different decks, or at the very least have like multiple kind of like protagonist characters that follow each of them, but with like their own like deck styles. But
Gotcha.
Honestly, I think I like the first one better, just because like that's just the way people are. It's like
Hold up. You got a
no
lot
one,
of
no one
cards.
actually uses like the same
Go for it.
deck
Uh-huh.
over and over again.
No.
Everyone like makes one deck that they actually really do like and may play a lot of, but people like to try out other things. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Because they like to try if this mechanic is good. Because you have certain players. You have the strong players that takes a long time. You know, it has a lot of, what do you call it? What's the word? Build up. You know, to build up your strong deck. Those that I call are like your knights. You know what I mean? It takes a long time, but they're strong, right?
Sure.
Then you have your turtles, and you know what turtles are, right? It's all about defense. It's always great defense, right? And then you have the what I call like speed attacks. You know, just right off the bat they come out. They're weak, but they come very fast at you, very fast.
Yeah.
And you don't have no time to react, right?
Yeah.
And then you have those that are mid range. Those that have like spell casting, and at the same time they have a good like defense or traps.
Yeah.
And then the last ones, and I fucking hate those. It's the ones that fucking try to break the rules all the time.
Sure.
You know what I'm talking about? Like break the rules. Let's say like they know so much of the game, or they don't know, or they just watch a bunch of YouTube, and they fucking get these cards where it doesn't let you win at all. You know what I mean?
Those are just like the metagamers.
Yeah. It's okay. Sorry about that, guys. We hit a fucking time zone.
Time zone.
Yeah.
We drift too hard into the time zone.
Yeah, we went too fast in the time zone. Yeah,
But,
and I hate those guys. I hate those guys that fucking.
They're not cheaters. They just know the game too well. And
Yeah,
they
and
play to win.
Yeah, and they don't make it fun. They don't make it fun at all. They kill the fun out of playing the game, because they're like, well, if I use this card with this card, that means you can't use no cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh players are kind of like the worst.
Yes. Oh my god.
It's not even that to where you can't. Well, no, it is that too. But like a lot of times it's the worst because they make like OTK and FTK decks, which are one turn kill or first turn kill.
Yes.
Where literally you lose the moment that they go first.
Yep.
Or you lose the moment they take a turn. It's like, dude, come on. This is supposed to be like
fun. This is supposed to be a
like
strategy.
a tennis match. We're supposed to like go off of each other, but you're not even letting me play.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, if you're not even letting the person play, then like,
what's the point?
What's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's just like kind of
that's
Yu-Gi-Oh's
just
fault.
yeah.
It's just like they made these cards are just like too good. People combo off of them into these insanely long combos to the point until like they just win.
See, yeah, and then it's like it loses all fucking fun of the game.
Yeah.
It loses all fun because you have these assholes that I'm just here to win. I'm not here to play. And it's like, then what the fuck are you playing for then?
Yeah.
If you want to win, go home. Jerk off while you fucking play what's the easiest game? Mario, and win there. You know what I mean? There's no fucking strategy. Just win. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares about playing with two players? You know, it's not. Oh, dude, I just hate those fucking people.
Yeah.
Now I understand that they're using strategy, but I don't like when people fucking watches YouTube, figure out how to do it, and they do the same shit, and they just copy and paste, and everybody does it.
Like this one Yu-Gi-Oh card that just recently released for Yu-Gi-Oh. I think it's called like Utopic Zexal.
Oh yeah, I think I heard of it.
Basically, once you bring that monster card out,
that's it.
Your opponent cannot activate any card effects, like any. And it's just like, oh, might as well just not play.
Yeah, dude.
It's like I literally can't do anything.
It's like magic. It's
like,
when people
I play this card and you can no longer play the game. It's like,
well, what the fuck?
that's cool.
Yeah. Are you proud of yourself? Do you look at that person in the eye and you go, you just look at him in the eye and you're like, you're proud of yourself, aren't you? Right? You're proud of yourself. You feel so good now.
Like that. That's the worst thing ever.
I mean, but the thing is,
you can't activate any card effects to
a game that uses all card effects.
Negate it. Well, it doesn't use all card effects, but yeah,
basically fucking
you
kills
card effects to
to do anything. Yeah.
Do anything. Otherwise, all you can do is just summon a monster, and
that's it.
That's literally it. You can attack, but you're probably not going to beat anything that they have at that point.
Well, yeah, because they still could use their card effects, and then it's just fucking. It's just an apex, or like not an apex, like a shell on attack. That means you got a tank and you're building a guy. You're against a guy with a gun. I mean, how the fuck are you gonna win? You're just shouting profanities at a fucking tank. You know what I mean? That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing.
Level 1 scrub facing the final Sephiroth battle.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, what is it? No, it's counter trigger. Is it counter trigger or? Oh, which one is it? Oh my!
Talking about?
Contra? No. It's like with the first fucking scene, you have to die in the game, where you
Dark Souls.
No, I forgot. Counter trigger? No. Oh my god.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, there's this game. I gotta look it up. It's been a while. Oh my god.
Are you talking about Chrono Trigger?
Yes, Chrono Trigger.
You don't die in the first game.
No, the game.
Back in time.
Yeah, but isn't it where, like, right in the beginning, almost of the game, you fight the enemy and you lose?
No.
Then what game I'm thinking about?
I mean, there's lots of games that do that.
Yeah, they fuck you up in like right in the first level.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts does that.
Oh.
Pretty much any of the Demon Souls, Dark Souls games literally do that tutorial. You can technically beat them, but like, good luck.
Oh my god, dude! I'm playing this game that it's a clone. It's called something Souls, not Dark Souls. Is Steel Soul? No. Mortal Soul.
Mortal Soul. Mortal Shell.
Yeah, Mortal Shell. Yeah, that's what I'm playing.
That game looks so cool, honestly.
Dude, I got it, dude.
You got it?
I got it, and let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You think Dark Souls is bad? This fucker ain't no fuck you without lube. Right off the bat.
Yeah.
No, right off the bat.
I watched a video of someone actually beating it.
Are you serious?
Like that first boss character.
Oh my god! It took me a while to figure out his strategy. I was like, what the fuck?
It's all about timing.
Yes.
You have to be real patient.
Oh my god! The split second fucking decisions you have to do. You gotta be right on it.
Yeah.
If you're not right on it, you get your ass whooped.
Like, just watching that dude is. It's like watching a dance, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just like him.
Yeah.
Them both doing like the same patterns, but in a way for like the person that she beat him. It's just
my god.
It's a feat to see, man.
Dude, like when I was playing, I'm old already because I used to play a lot of video games, and so my hands cramped up.
Yeah.
Because I just fucking like try to get at least to the first level, past the first level to get to the safe spot. And Jesus Christ, right afterwards, you have to be on your toes on that fucking game. You gotta be ready to fucking dodge, block, attack, find an opening, back up, find an opening, back up, find an opening, back up. And if you miss, you're gonna get your ass swamped, dude.
You can't just like hack and slash it.
No,
you have to, breathe and pound. You gotta take what you can get, but no more than that, because you will. That's the problem I have.
Oh no. The one thing also I figured out: watch your back, because there's other fucking enemies. Yeah. Once you're in the line of sight of them, it doesn't matter how far they are. They're gonna come toward you.
Yeah.
So you better know what the fuck you're doing. And in one misstep, you're screwed. And I'm like, oh fuck. I got so I got so fucking like angry at the game. I'm like, dude, I'm not ready for this shit. I'm not ready for this shit. Let me go play Mario Kart for a little while.
I suck at those kinds of games.
Dude, then
I like them, but man, am I just not good.
No, I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's a good game. It is really good, and it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful game. The lore is it's like Dark Souls. You have to figure out yourself. The lore opens up little by little, and it's just brutal, man. It's just fucking brutal, and especially like my age and stuff, and for my hands, Jesus Christ, I better take some Advil or something for my muscles, because I fucking just like ah.
I don't even have a excuse for me. I just suck hard. Like I'm good at certain games, where like those games, like Bloodborne like games.
Oh my god!
Oh, I cannot. I suck way too hard to be good at those games. But and I don't hate him for it. It's like no, that's pure skill. I don't fault the game for that. And I still think it's an awesome game that I wish I could be good at.
No, I'm telling you. The tutorial is does not give it anything. It doesn't give you like the tutorial is just basically here you go. This is what you do. Good luck. And I wish the tutorial was longer and in depth, so that way it will teach you that okay. It doesn't teach. It just tells you a little bit of stuff, but if it just tells you the timing, just practice on your timing. You know, and you got like 3 or 4 different enemies that have different styles. Learn these styles until you go out and get fucked. But it doesn't. It only gives you like, okay, this is your attack, this is your defense, this is your dodge. Okay, good luck.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you really. I mean, you have to practice the timing yourself. The way you practice is literally just through fire, trial by fire. Is that you just have to get good at the game.
Yeah.
To be good. The way you practice is just by keep playing.
Yeah, but I guess I wish I got a little bit more. I think I'm just too salty of the game. I think that's what my problem is. I'm just too salty because
it's hard.
It fucking wrecks you, and you're not even past the first level.
It's difficult, and it forces you to either get good or just keep dying.
Yeah. Or become a noob or knob.
The games just forces you to either pick up the skills.
We went off topic. I'm sorry. So we're going back. Back. We went off topic. Sorry about that. Okay, your Yu-Gi-Oh game. Yeah. If you were making cards, what would you like to make?
What we were talking about, like
if you had your own
main character with their own deck.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do a main character with multiple decks. Because like I said, people would actually have like multiple decks that they would want to play. And like I would probably make it to where towards the beginning they would probably have like 1 or 2 decks that they would have that they might switch between. Like for me personally, I would love to see a main character with like my Noble Knights deck, just because like it's a pretty good deck, and like it's it can definitely seem really kind of like powerful or even broken at first, but once you kind of like know its weakness, like its chink in the armor that it has, like that deck could just be beaten so easily, real quick. And like that should be like something like the main character can learn is like, this deck can be really good against like other certain decks, but it's not good. It's not. You can't have one deck that's good against everything. Yeah. Because there's going to be other decks that are going to be good against that. You know, there's going to be like rock paper scissors almost like. Yeah. Certain decks are going to be definitely like a good counter to other ones. Yep. Like with Noble Knights, they utilize like equip spell cards a lot. That's where you can get like pretty much one monster card can get like 3 different abilities from these equip spells. But the main problem is that like they're all equip spells. So one thing you can do is like, you can definitely take up your entire back row field with all equip spells for one monster, and now you can't play anything else. You can't play any traps, you can't play any other spells to respond to your opponent's stuff. If you don't have something, you use up all that back row, and you literally can't play any other spell or trap cards. So that's one way you can screw yourself over. Or, even worse, your opponent might have like a response to where they get rid of your back row, because there's plenty of Yu-Gi-Oh decks that don't take in consideration of like the spell and trap card zone. So a lot of times they may not have something in response to that. But decks that do, like the newest deck I got, makes it to where if I play a card early enough, my opponent can't play spell cards. And that deck heavily relies on me playing spell cards. So if I can't use those, I'm screwed. That deck is just, it's gone. It's nothing now. So I would definitely like a character with Noble Knights, because again, also just Noble Knights are just a cool archetype for like, I think it'd be a cool archetype for a protagonist to have, is Noble Knights, because there's so many different like cards that they could use with that too. Other than that, probably like, what's another good one? I don't know, Spirit Charmer. I wouldn't use a Spirit Charmer deck either. Not right away. I would definitely use that as like a later one. I don't know, maybe like a basic like Spellcaster, or maybe like a cool Dragons deck. It's like cool like basic decks that someone can actually get like the structured decks of and make of their own. And then like later on they could have like stronger decks, like maybe the character could come across like, or could actually make a really strong like even OTK or FTK deck that they never want to use because they like playing the game, and knowing that if they use this deck, it's like, oh, I'm just going to use this deck to crush you. I don't even care. Like it's like the protagonist moment of like, I'm done playing. I'm just going to beat you. And then like one deck that I really would like to see is like my Dark Virus deck that I have. Which basically just uses a bunch of like trap cards that keep your opponent from summoning and using spell cards, and even looking at their hands to know what they have, and destroying cards in the hands from looking at them, and just being able to like sacrifice your opponent's monsters to activate your card effects. Gotcha. And it's dark and brutal, dude. Like that could be one for like if the protagonist goes down like the dark path, like when they start having those negative emotions and they start having that like, ooh, that dip to like the dark side. Like that's definitely like the deck that they would use.
I think that would be something I would like to watch, to be honest.
And then they could use like other like side decks, like dinosaurs, machines, spirit charmers, which I really like. Like one thing I would like to imagine is like, yeah, I just got this new deck, I can't wait to try it out. And they come across a situation where they have to duel someone. It's like, alright, I'll do you with my good deck, and then realize that they didn't bring any other deck except for the new one that they just made. It's like, oh no, I have to battle this guy with my new deck that I haven't tried out yet, but I can't go back to my other cards because I have to do this guy right now. I hope this deck works. Like that kind of situation, because that would be fun.
Yeah.
It's just like, just make a protagonist that uses multiple decks. Because
nobody
that's just
ever
real life, man.
Yeah, because if you notice, like most of like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and stuff like that, they only do one style, and they keep that style.
They use like one archetype,
and then that's it. And
I mean, they play many different cards that they add to that archetype. But still, man, like
it's boring, dude.
That archetype isn't going to be good against every deck.
But they make it seem like on the anime, like, oh yeah, this is gonna win all the time.
They really pull cards out of their ass. It just kind of like there's no way that they could have planned ahead. For the specific cards that their opponent was going to use. Like,
they should always make them like also like lose, so that way you can learn and have that, what's it called, the warrior's path. That you're gonna always. That's definitely the struggle.
That's actually what I like about the new Yu-Gi-Oh series, is that the main character of it who makes a new card game. Like, it's a new card game that everyone's still learning, even them. And the second episode where they challenge their, I want to say the rival character because they're very clearly rivalish, they lose. Second episode, they already lose. But it's like,
That's
okay,
cool.
because like, one, they're just kids. Like, there's no stakes in this.
Yeah.
Like, there's no stakes at all. This character, like, they try out the new card game, and the person that they're teaching just picks up on it, and they beat him with it. And that's okay, because in that way, in that sense, he's also trying, like helping other kids get into it. And, like, you know, if other kids, like, win at it, that'll help convince them to, like, play it more. It's like, yeah, I'm good at this game, kind of. And like I said, there's no stakes so far. Well, it's gotten a lot farther now, but like, there's not a whole lot of stakes right now. It's just him trying to like share his idea of the game with other people and playing with them. Because at least from what I've seen, from like different clips and stuff, the main character still loses every now and then.
That's good. That's good character creation.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's basically almost like, I hate to say, I know this is a cliche, but like reality, you know, that you're gonna lose, but you learn from that.
Especially if you're like a new player.
Yeah, exactly.
This kid made up a whole new game that everyone, including himself, is still trying to learn.
Exactly, and he's going a warrior path, like he's learning on his way. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the way, you know, you're gonna trip up.
Yeah, that's what a lot of the earlier series kind of like. Like, I get it, you're trying to make a really cool protagonist that's supposed to be like, they're kind of like going too much shonen to where like they make the duels like too much at stake, to where like the protagonist can't lose, because if they do, it would just like, the stakes would be too high. Like, then the protagonist can't, like, their journey will end there. But it's still like the third or fourth episode. It's like, dude, you can't do that too high, man. Because like, and like by the time that they do lose, like the stakes that they had, like it's like their turning point.
Exactly.
Which is a cool, is a cool story mechanic. But like, you could have like make them lose more often. Like, you have to make them like this. This unbeatable.
I think you're hitting on a good point about that, and I like that. I like the fact that you see that, and that's why I like talking to you and having these discussions, because you point out a good major thing. Like these card games and these anime series and you know cartoons and stuff, they make it seem like you're supposed to win all the time. No, that's not the whole point of playing cards and playing these games. The whole point is that you're having fun while you're playing.
Yeah.
If you win, that's a bonus, but that's about it. It's supposed to teach you that you're gonna lose. You know, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
But the thing is that that's what makes it better. That's what makes you a better person. Is that, oh, okay, I lost. It was a great game, man. That was really close. I've learned from this, and then I'm gonna fix it. You know, fix my cards so I can understand the game better. You know, it's like magic. I fucking hate. Like, you know what I'm talking about, like where we came from, you know, Midland.
Yeah.
I hate that place for the fact that you got these players that know how to play and don't know how to use all the mechanics, and then you get a new player and they just stomp on them because they want to win. Yeah. And these little kids.
Well, that's not just Midland. That's a lot of places.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, a lot of places. But I don't believe in that.
It has to do with the community, not the.
Yeah. I don't believe in that, Aaron. I believe that if you're going to bring somebody in, you know what I mean? Don't stomp on them.
If anything, Magic and Yugioh are the worst at that.
Yeah,
People will spend numerous amounts of money to make these overly powered decks.
Yeah.
But someone new who doesn't know is trying to learn and build like a really cheap deck just so that they can play.
Yeah.
Plays against these people with like these overpowered decks. It's like, it's not fun.
No, it's not.
And they Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic especially have like these cards and just basically like I play this card and I win.
Yeah, like we're talking
It's like,
about.
that's not
like
fun.
$200 or $300 card that will fucking destroy you and shit. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing about like going back to the Yu-Gi-Oh series and anime and why they do that. There's a reason why they do that, though. Because at least for the first few series, it's not really about the card game. It's about the story of like the characters. You have these things because these characters, it's about their story and struggle of like getting out of their situation. Like the first Yu-Gi-Oh series, it literally starts out with the main bad guy Pegasus stealing Yugi's grandfather's soul.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Literally, he has to battle his way through.
It's like the devil. Like you're fighting against the devil, and he's got your grandpa's soul.
So he has to battle his way through those kingdoms, reclaim his grandfather's soul and lots of other people's souls. And that's the reason why he can't lose. It's no longer just a fun card game for people to play. It's now stakes of like, I have to go on this journey to save my grandfather's soul. And like, it follows that kind of story to where like it's a hero on a journey to save someone.
Yeah.
And they can't go on this journey like losing all the time, because in that type of story, if they lose, they die. So now they make it to where like this character can't lose, or else they lose everything. And I think that's why it's not as it's definitely a good story, right? But as for like our card game series, it's not as good because now you're watching someone that's not allowed to lose, or else the story is over. In the new Yu-Gi-Oh series, there's definitely a story, but there's also this card game that they want to like. It's just kids playing card games, and that's also just kind of like what makes it fun and lighthearted. There's definitely like some like, you know, bigger story arcs and like stakes coming along the way in that story. But right now, it's just fun to watch because it's just kids having fun with this card game. It's like introducing you to this like card game and how it works and how it can be fun with all these different card games, and you don't have to worry about, you know, the main protagonist being like this unbeatable person with this unbeatable deck, because they're just having fun playing card games.
Exactly, and that's the way it's supposed to be.
And it shows you how like all of them can interact with each other.
Exactly. And see,
that's what the new series really works best at. They don't start out with the high stakes stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I think I do want to see this now, because now the way you're describing it, I see it.
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX kind of does this like, technically Yu-Gi-Oh! GX does that the same also, but again, they make it to where the protagonist just wins all the time as well. I can probably bring up a handful of times where he actually loses, but they're also like, I don't know, I can only think of like one time where actually loses that is actually like a high stakes thing. I don't know, I can't think of, there's not really a whole lot of times when he actually loses and it's not high stakes either, because he's just that good. But a Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonist series that actually does the whole like, the protagonist always has to win, or else, like, you know, the whole thing that we were complaining about. There is one Yu-Gi-Oh! Series that does that well, to where like it's okay for them to be winning all the time. That I actually do like is Brains, which is is a series before the newest one.
Which one's that one? I don't think I've seen it.
It's the one before, this latest one. And pretty much, it goes back to like, okay, high stakes story, the character, main protagonist cannot lose, or else he loses everything. Like literally, he attains this illegal AI onto his dual disc that he has to keep safe because these bad guys want him, and he wants to take down the bad guys. this is a huge simplification of the story, but that's basically the main gist of like episode 1. And basically he uses this AI as pretty much as a bargaining chip to hunt down the bad guys, because they only want that AI and he wants to take them down. So it's like, I'm going to take you down, I have the AI thing, come at me. And he takes them pretty much pretty much everyone down that he takes or he duels. He defeats them all. And at first it's like, oh great, another unstoppable protagonist. But here's the thing, it goes back into his backstory of when he was a kid. He was kidnapped as a child with a group of other kids that were also kidnapped, and they were put into this facility that literally forced them to duel over and over again. And every time that they lost, they got electrocuted, and they were forced to and if they lost, they also didn't get to eat.
Whoa!
They were only allowed to eat when they won a duel.
You know what? They should bring that to the rules now, for Yu-Gi-Oh, so that you could play, you know what? You're going to get shocked, and you're not going to eat for that day. Put a shock collar around your neck, and I bet you'd be good, like after 2 days.
But here's the thing, they were allowed to, duel as many times as they wanted. So, it wasn't like a time thing, you're only allowed to duel at these certain times. No. You're able to, duel as much as you want. But anytime you lose, you get electrocuted and no dinner. And if you win, you get food.
Dude, yeah.
And
they should implement
he was just
now.
kidnapped there for
They should do this for Magic too.
I don't know for how long. I don't know for how long he was in there, but it was traumatizing. But that's basically how he got to be good. He was really forced to be good. So it didn't show him struggling to learn, as he was growing up. Because he already got to the point where he's good when he was younger. He was literally forced into a situation where he had to be good.
Okay,
not because of the stakes, but also just because he was conditioned from
Aaron.
a young age.
All right, Aaron. This is what we're gonna do. When we get back to Lubbock, I'm gonna go online. I'm gonna petition a new game. All right, this is a new game. It's called You Play or You Die. Okay. And this is how you're going to play it. We're going to play fucking Pokemon, right? But the thing is, I'm going to put fucking electrical cables in your balls, right? And every time you lose, you just lose a match, you know what I mean? You get electrocuted. But, no, this is the fun part, right?
Yeah.
But if you lose 3 times, I will put a gun to your head and blow your brains out. You better get good in these 3 turns. What do you think?
Well, that's the problem is that, I am good. I'm more worried about you. Because you're not.
But I bet you'll be good in 3 turns. I'll learn
I'll be
quick.
good on first turn.
But anyway, going back to that. Okay, so.
But yeah, so I think Brains did it well. Did the protagonist never lose as well? Because it shows you, a good reason why they're good. Not just because of the main character, like the first few series do. It's I'm good because I'm the main character and I'm supposed to be good. No. He's good because he was conditioned to be good.
He was brainwashed by McDonald's.
Basically. Poor guy. It's a really dark series, but I love it.
All right.
So Brains does it well with the main character that never loses, and Sevens does it well with the character that's still learning.
Gotcha. But okay, this is the deck that I would use. All right. Just imagine this. All right. And I'm not playing around. This is what I will make. Let's say I will use the mechanics of Magic. I guess I will use the mechanics, but my cards will be only big-breasted ladies. That's it. Yeah. That's it. And then there'll be two ways I will play. I will charm you, steal your cards, right? Yeah. Or the other one, use those kind of crazy chicks that lure you in. You fuck crazy. You ever heard of that term? You fuck crazy. And then they'll come and stab you in the back with a knife. Yeah, that would be my deck. So what do you think? That'd be a good deck, right?
No,
that would be an awesome deck. No. It'd be an awesome deck. suck your dick dry until you die, man. Be like a vampire day. But anyway, yeah, that's what I would make. You know, because that's kind of like, I think that's kind of like my style, I think. Or traps, literally traps, like traps will trap you and keep your cards. You know.
That's why they never make cards like those.
Why not? No, dude, that's it. I'm going online and making my own cards. I forgot what it was, but I think there is a lot, like somewhere where you can make.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a site where you can make your own.
Yeah, magic cards.
Not just magic. Yeah, like Magic, Yugioh. I actually used to do that one time.
Really?
Yeah, they make it to where like you can get the layout of the card you want, import the picture you want in the middle, type out wherever you want for the effect, and you can like print it out on whatever material you wanted.
That sounds cool. I think I'm gonna start doing that.
Like I actually used to like just save a lot of cards that like I just made for myself that I wanted to make, but I just didn't have like. One thing I don't have like the cardstock paper that they use for actual because I actually wanted to make them full on like actual Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I just didn't have the material for it.
No, actually, I think there is a company that will make you the card, but at a price. All you have to do is just send them a what do you call it? What do you call it when you a PDF? You just send them a PDF. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can make it yourself for free, or almost free.
Yeah.
You have to pay for the paper stuff.
Yeah, the cardstock. I don't know where to get that. I mean, did you get the guy at Staples?
There's gotta be a place like get it. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
But
it's just about whether or not you can actually legally. You won't be able to legally use it in a tournament, or a game, but like
maybe you can. Maybe you can. You tell them, hey,
no,
this is fucking Series 8.5.
No, trust me.
You know.
But they're fun to make, though. It was fun to like just because I was young at the time. It was a good way to be creative.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool.
It was fun.
I think there should be more of that kind of stuff so you could build your creativity. You know what I mean? Where you can make your own cards and make your own rules.
I think that's why also Sevens is so fun to watch too, because like it's kind of like that same aspect. Because it feels like a bunch of these kids like I'm sure technically these cards existed in this world, but at the same time it also kind of feels like these cards just suddenly these kids are like making up these cards for this made up game too on the spot.
And that sounds like really
fun.
good. Yeah, that sounds
these
fun.
kids are creating and making all these cards with this game on the spot, and it's just it works and it's fun. It's just it brings back that childhood nostalgia of just creating your own thing and having fun with it.
Exactly, man. You know, somebody should make a like that into a thing. Like for instance, if you go to a website. They should have like a way where you could go to this website. There's rules, right? How to make this card game, but you can make your own cards. Yeah. Like for instance, you only can make four duplicates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of like low tier 1 cards, and then it'll give you the rules of like what lower tier, you know, like it has to be like under 100 points. You know, you can't use spells. You know, you could make your own like pawns. You know what I mean? Like a chessboard. You know? These are your pawn cards.
Yeah.
And then here are your rook cards. And then you go like that's level 2, and you know what I mean? You build up your own deck, but you make your own deck. And then there's only one special rule, like your queen or your king, that will tie it all together. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think that would be fucking awesome. I think somebody will fucking love to do that kind of
stuff. That's another cool thing too about Sevens is that so each deck has like all these cards, right? But like each deck, mainly with like Yu-Gi-Oh deck and like most like trading card game decks will have like a boss monster card that you have for your deck. Like this is a card you want to get out. It is like your ultimate ace headliner card in that deck. That's the card you want to bring out to win, right?
Yeah, your queen or your king card, yeah.
But in Sevens, they make, I think they only have one so far, actually. but it's like it's a card called Legend card. Or yeah, I think it's called a Legend card. Basically, that's like the queen, and you can only have one copy of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can have no other Legend cards and no other copies of that Legend. Just one Legend and only one copy of it, and you bring that out, and it's like that's your ace card, your headliner. That's your most powerful monster.
That ties everything in.
And I really like that idea too, because it's just like you said, it's like you have your pawns, your rooks, your knights, and then you have your queen, which is your powerful card.
Bishops, you have your bishops.
And yeah, that's a really cool idea. And like one thing I saw recently that they also added, I don't think they actually have it out like as a card yet, but the anime has it. They have it in the anime. So the thing about this game also is that like the field size goes from 5 to 3. So you can only have 3 monsters and 3 spell type cards at a time. But they make it to where you can summon as many times as you want on your turn. So you can literally fill up your entire field in one turn. And I think you can even tribute and special summon as much as you want on that turn. It's kind of like it's pretty much just like like Force Will or Vanguard, where you can bring out as many monsters as you want, as long as you have like the resources to do so on your turn. You can pretty much bring out your whole entire hand if you want to, if you can. But the one thing I saw that was really cool recently is that this person also brought out this new Legend monster. But it was cool because he called it a max summon. So what it was is that he brought this monster that was actually 3 of the same monster, but so it was like a Hydra monster.
Yeah.
One was the middle head, and the other 2 were like the side heads. And if you bring them all together, they become the Legend monster.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And it gains like this new like attack power and effect because you brought out all 3. Like if you brought them out like individually, like I only brought out the right head. Well, the right head has this many attack points and this many and this effect only. But once you bring out all 3, his attack points go way higher, like crazy higher, and it has the effect of all 3 cards. And I thought that was really cool. I was like, dude, that's awesome. Because first of all, you have to get all 3 in your hand. And then you just bring them all out. And
dude, that's a good mechanic.
That's
like
your queen right there. It's just this ultimate monster that takes up the entire field.
That's pretty cool.
And so far, they only showed that one in the anime. They don't have the cards out yet. And they've teased... there's another one that's like pretty much like a Power Rangers Voltron-esque monster.
That's
so like
cool.
3 robots that come together to make
Dude,
one.
that's cool. You got the feet, the body, and then the arms.
Pretty much. It's still like left and right though, in middle, but yeah, it's kind of like that idea. It's like, oh, that's so cool. I really wish they would bring this to the West, because we need that.
Yeah, they're not going to do that until Japan has it for a while and becomes extremely popular.
Yeah, I just hope they bring it to the West, because like it's like they have it, but like, oh yeah. So yeah, cool. It's cool stuff.
It is, man.
Really like
I kind of like that mechanic.
Yeah.
Well, we're back to this shithole, Aaron.
Good old home.
Alright, everybody, I am going to stop the video. I hope you guys like this. I hope I edit this as soon as possible. My name is Adamgrr, and that was Aaron, and Jessica's in the back right here. And she's my editor-in-chief. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe. That's the only way you get to hear this crazy shit that we talk about.
Like and subscribe and ring that bell.
Yeah, ring my bell, baby. Ring my bell.